Hello, everyone. Mr.B here, coming to you from my own little abode in the Between Realms. So, I'm going to start off with something a little funny. Here's a little joke. All the dinosaurs were wiped out by an asteroid hitting the Earth 66 million years ago, but, I'm sorry. They shouldn't have been standing in the same place. That's all I gotta say about that. I know, it's pretty corny, but hey. Start off everything light-hearted. Let's see. So we've managed to make some grounds. We've grown a little bit more. We've finally reached 70 subscribers on YouTube, so hooray for us on that. Our minds and BitChute have been pretty steady. A little bit of growth, but for the most part, fairly steady. So that's also very good. I want to thank all of my mine supporters out there that for all the tokens you've been supplying me. It's been very helpful. Allows me to boost all the videos once they have been completed, so that more people can see it. Hopefully, and yeah. With that, let's just keep trying to push this growth so we can get these stories out to more people because in the long run, in all truth and honesty, most of the stories that I'm putting out now, if you haven't noticed the trend, have all been from independent authors. Initially, just one, the Black Knight, but now we have a new member, and I'm pushing his material, and hopefully we can garner more. So those of you independent authors and writers and such out there in the Minds community, if you like what you see happening with the Black Knight and everyone else, then by all means, please go ahead and direct message me, and I'll take a look at your material and give you the same courtesy that I gave them. It's a no cost to you. All it is just a little scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing. Little support me, I support you. So in that case, it's just a good word for me, and I will, do what I do for them, for you. That's it. Other than that, so I wanted to talk mostly about, besides the growth and a little bit of a promo, things that are happening in your world. Yes, the ailment, as we'll call it, that is ravaging your lands, starting over in the Orient and swiftly moving through. Yes, well, should have seen this one coming, shouldn't you? I mean, let's be honest. This is not the first time things haven't come out of that region of your world. And it's just this is the worst of it all. So, if you haven't taken the clue from the many multitude of your realm that have warned and given you guidance, better do it now. While you still can. You need to get yourself dry foods, canned foods, and frozen foods if you got the space for it. And make sure you got plenty of the things that you actually eat that will sustain you. Make sure that you're getting water, not vitamin water or any of these other fancy waters. No, just spring water or drinking water, because they have the base minerals that your body's going to need should the worst happen and you find that water is going to become a scarcity. Distilled water is okay, but over time you might find yourself dehydrating because it lacks the minerals in that water. So I would avoid distilled water if at all possible. And let's see. Oh, yes, of course, everyone's worried about hand sanitizer and such, and it's going off the shelf. May I make a simple suggestion to assist with that? Go get gloves. How about that? Just go and get yourself disposable gloves over at Home Depot, Lowe's, or any other, convenient place that you can find them, and utilize those. Sure, you're going to be throwing them away, but you can get a pack of 100 as long as you maintain one pair of gloves a day. If you're capable of doing so, you should be okay. Also, face masks and everything else, yeah, do the best you can with that, but let's be honest, this thing is airborne, so Your best bet is to avoid being around large crowds. So, if your grocery store provides a service that is to get food for you, like you do it all online, you order it and you go park and you pick up, then that may be what you want to do. I think Fred Meyer's, not a Safeway, but Walmart do these sorts of things, and that may be something to consider. It'll be lessening your exposure to everything else. Of course, once you get the food and such into your home, you're going to need to probably wipe down all the cans and such, just to be on the safer side. Now, and this is like level 5 type stuff that you need to do for your own home. It doesn't mean that your kids are going to get out and about often. No, it doesn't. So you're going to need to come up with some pretty fun stuff for them, since they're not going to be going to school in many of these states that they're closing down. Yeah, they're closing down for a few weeks. So, Mom and Dad, I'm sorry. You're probably going to be driven nuts. Speaking of the moms and dads that work, I'm sorry, I don't have any suggestion for you in this case. If you have someone who can be at the house, like a relative, usually I would suggest like your parents, the elderly or so, that could watch the children while you're at work. That would be the best case scenario. Other than that, I'm sorry, I don't have anything for you. Unless your workplace decides to do a kind of pseudo daycare kind of setup while you're there, something you could check in on the kids while you're taking care of business. I don't have anything for you, so I'm sorry about that. But for the most part, it would be limiting your exposure to other people. So, as cold and dark as this is, you know, I made mention on the Twitter that nobody's going to be making, no, I'm sorry. The people that are doomsday preppers and homeschoolers are definitely the people that are having the last laugh right about now, because they're the ones that are the shut-ins. They're the ones that are prepared for these sorts of things, and I wouldn't go visit their homes. That's all I'm saying. They're not going to let you in. You go knocking on their doors because you're in need, you're going to hear a chick, and that's going to be your outro scene right there. Yeah, just don't. You need to prepare for yourself. You need to take care of your own home. You are responsible for yourself and no one else. Not the state, not the, not your neighbor. But if they're willing to help, then bless their hearts. But in all honesty, you are responsible for yourself. So get out there while you can, get what you can, and then hunker down, because it's only going to get worse before it gets better. Well, that was all doom and gloom, wasn't it? All right, well, let's see. I will have to end this on a much lighter note, because I got nothing else to go on. So let's see. According to most studies, people's number one fear is public speaking. Number 2 is death. Death is number 2. That doesn't sound right. This means that the average person, if you go to a funeral, you're better off in the casket than the one doing the eulogy. They're corny, I know, but I love them. So, I guess I'll just end with that. So, take care of yourselves out there, and I really do mean that. God bless, and farewell.